Hey folks, if you're having trouble remembering a Halloween colder than this one, that's because in modern record keeping, there has never been a Halloween colder than this one, at least as far as records go back. These are the record low maximums, the coolest high temperature ever on Halloween. In Brownsville, 63 set in 1993, Harlingen 61 in 1926, and McAllen, the coolest Halloween ever, 63 in 1993 as well. Today, Brownsville's only gotten to 58, Harlingen 58, McAllen 61, making all three of these cities the coldest Halloween on record. And these records go back, especially in Brownsville, back to the 1870s, before even I was born. I mean, they go way back. So it's a cold Halloween across the valley. You're right, we don't see this very often. These are the latest. Now, the number's still kind of close to topping out. Harlingen's gone to 60 now, 59 in McAllen, still 58 in Brownsville. But if you look at our lows tonight, we end up in the 40s every place but the beach. South Padre about 56, but mainly clear skies. There's clouds now, but they will thin out as the night goes on, and we bottom out of these numbers. The good news is the wind is dying down slowly but surely, so wind chill probably not an issue. It's just this is what it is. That's what it's going to feel like. And then tomorrow, still a cool day. We'll climb back into the low 70s, but just barely. And remember, it takes all day to get there. We hit these highs about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Northeasterly breeze tomorrow about 5 to 10. But again, you get to 70, 71, and then you start cooling back off again. So another cool day across the area tomorrow. The normal high now is 84 degrees. That's the 30-year average. Nowhere near that tomorrow, nowhere near that Saturday. A little closer Sunday, but even at that, it's relatively cool. Now let's look at the cloud cover, because we've seen clouds across the area kind of coming and going much of the day. They thin out, sun comes out, then the clouds thicken up again. They're up at about 10,000 feet. It's just a thin layer of clouds out there, and those should eventually move out of here, certainly by tomorrow. So a chilly night tonight. It's cold all night long. Patchy clouds show up early tomorrow, but I think they break by afternoon. We end up partly to mostly sunny again, and then mainly clear skies much of tomorrow night. So rain chances, we don't see much tomorrow at all. It's a dry day. Saturday, a very weak front in the neighborhood. Could trigger a shower, but most areas won't see that. I think it's a dry day for the most part. Rest of South Texas, a little cooler, not much. 57 San Antonio, Victoria, and Houston. You go north of there, 50s all the way up into the Panhandle, telling us the push of cold air has now stopped. Things should slowly turn around and start to warm back up. No big storms in Texas, just a few clouds across the state. That's about it. High pressure has built in. It will begin to move away tomorrow. By the time we get to late in the day tomorrow and Saturday, the wind will go southeast for just a little bit. Then the next front comes in and just kind of reinforces the air mass that's here so that it can't warm back up right away. And that's why we stay only in the 70s through the weekend as this high pressure builds in. By next week, that high moves away. Wind comes back out of the southeast. And I think by the middle of next week, we throw a shower chance back in the forecast again. In fact, chances go up for the second half of next week. Here's your travel map for tomorrow. If you're getting an early start on the weekend, it's cold to start the day across Texas. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. San Antonio is 34, Dallas 33, Houston at 36. And while we warm up in the low 70s, most of the rest of the state only in the 50s. A couple of places reach the 60s. So your first 1-5 accurate with the forecast for tonight. A chilly night across the valley. Temperatures bottoming out in the 40s. Those clouds thinning. And then tomorrow partly to mostly sunny. A cool afternoon after a chilly start to the day. 71 for your high temperature. 71, 72, 76. This is the weekend you set your clock back. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're back in the 80s again with the shower chances increasing for the second half of next week. But the next 3 days, all relatively cool for this time of year. That's your updated First 1-5 accurate with the forecast.